Dear teachers, designing educational games in PowerPoint is always time-consuming and exhausting. Especially when you want to create a personalized game for each student or quickly prepare a magic square number grid. You may have grown tired of creating multiple slides, adding fun rewards, and designing unique questions for each student. In this video, I prepared an amazing solution that removes all these challenges with just a few clicks and brings engaging educational games right into your classroom. Join me as we go step by step to see how you can create and run a magic square number game in the simplest way possible. Hello to all the dedicated teachers and creative parents. I hope you're doing great and feeling full of energy to create joyful and unique learning experiences. We've talked about tools you can use to design fun classroom games. It's time for the next important step. Now, we will explain the different parts with multiple examples. Name. Enter a unique name for the game. At least one game must be defined to generate PowerPoint. Shape. Determines the shape of game boxes, rectangle, circle, cloud. I choose the rectangle shape for all the games. You can choose a circle or a cloud. Setting. Select settings. A game cannot be created without one. The settings have already been entered in the settings section. If you don't have any settings, you can enter one from the settings section. Reward. Assign a reward. A game cannot be created without one defined in the rewards section. The rewards are entered in the rewards section. If you haven't defined a reward yet, go to the rewards section and set a reward for the student. Time. Enable and set a timer if desired. If the yes option is selected for the game, the time, in seconds, must be entered. This time will be displayed to the user during the game. If not, select the no option. Score. Points added for each correct grid. If the score is equal to or greater than the minimum score you have defined in the rewards section, the reward page will be displayed. Otherwise, this page will not be generated. A magic square is an n times n grid filled with positive numbers from 1 to n superscript 2 in such an arrangement that the sum of the numbers in each horizontal row, each vertical column, and each diagonal is the same constant number. Number. This is the magic square number. You can enter a number from 3 to 9. Here, with a few examples, I will explain games in different numbers. Example 1. I choose the name Game 1. I select Main Settings as the settings. I choose Reward 1 as the reward. I set the timer to yes and consider 80 seconds. I set the score to 20 points. I set the number to 3. Finally, after entering all the data, click Save. I will pause the video and create the games for numbers 3 to 9. All the data is the same, only the number is different in each one. So now, we have 8 games in total, and I find it necessary to explain each button separately. Reset game. Clears all input fields. Recovery game. If you've previously saved games in the backup table, this option allows you to restore them. Clear game. This option deletes all games stored in the games table. Before deletion, you will be asked whether you want to save the games to the backup table. If you confirm, the games will be backed up before deletion and can be restored using the recovery option. Note: deleting games will also delete all PowerPoints created using those games. Delete game. Select a row from the games table to choose a game. Press this button to delete the selected game. Note: deleting a game will also delete any PowerPoints created using that game. Edit game. Select a row from the games table. Make any necessary changes to the data, then click this button to save the changes. If the number of defined games is large and you need to search among them, simply use the search box to look for the type or name of the game, then click the search button. You will see that the search results are displayed for you. After finishing the work, we go to the PowerPoint settings section. Here, I select Public. I use a box to select students and a spinner to select the game. And I choose all the games from 1 to 7. In the description section, I just write, "Please click me." Then I press the Save. We exit Excel and go to the PowerPoint. We double-click on edusquare.pptm file. And see that there are no slides here. Then we double-click in magic.pam file. And you'll notice that the Add-ins menu appears in the top ribbon. From the Add-ins menu, click Magic. If this method for opening the add-in file doesn't work for you, I've explained another method in the settings tutorial video, which you can watch. The video link is available in the description. In the settings, we selected Public Mode. You'll see that 2 slides are created. The first slide contains the students' names, based on the information entered in the student form. On the side panel, you'll see the comments or descriptions that were entered. You can close them by clicking on them. You can either click Next to skip this step or select one of the boxes. We click on the box, wait until the student's name appears. Danny student is selected. By clicking Next, we go to the game slide. We click Spin and start to see how the spinning function works. We click on Game 1 and wait for the game to be created. We exit presentation mode and see that a game slide has been created. An important point, games must be created while in presentation mode. I exit presentation mode so you can see, but you don't need to exit. You can simply press Next to go to the game. We switch to presentation mode and press Next to enter the game. In the first game, we have a magic square of number 3. You can see a 3 by 3 grid, and on the right side, you can see the numbers from 1 to 9. A magic square is an 3 by 3 grid filled with positive numbers from 1 to 9 in such an arrangement that the sum of the numbers in each horizontal row, each vertical column, and each diagonal is the same constant number. You can see the fixed number for each grid at the top. By clicking on the numbers on the right and then clicking on one of the cells in the grid, you will see that the number is placed in its position. At the top of the selected row and column, you can see that the number has changed. We place all the numbers in the grid. If 2 numbers have been entered incorrectly, simply click the Replace button at the top and then click on the 2 cells. The values of these 2 cells will be swapped. At the end of the game, a reward button appears at the bottom of the screen. We click on the reward button and go to the reward slide. We select the third box. The student earns 20 points. Finally, we return to the first slide and exit presentation mode. And see that the game and reward slides have been created here. These slides are automatically generated during the slideshow and do not exist beforehand. We go back to presentation mode here. We can select another student. By pressing Next, we go to the game slides again and click on Game 2. We wait for the second game to be created. In this game, we have a magic square of number 4. You can see a grid with 4 rows and 4 columns. And on the right side, you can see the numbers from 1 to 16. Finally, we return to the first slide and exit presentation mode. Now, back to Excel. In the PowerPoint settings section, we had said there are 2 presentation modes for the games. Public, which we already explained. And now private, which we'll explain next. Click Clear to remove previous data, and then click Private for any student. In the first slide, select how students will be chosen. Via boxes or a spinner. In spinner mode, you must have at least 5 students, otherwise, use boxes. Close the form and exit Excel. Go to PowerPoint and click Magic. Wait a moment. You'll see a slide created. Run the presentation. You'll see a spinner divided into 7 parts, one for each student who has been assigned a game. Click Spin and Start. Danny student is selected. Click her name and wait for her game to be created. Click Next. You'll enter the game we assigned to Danny student Game 7. A 9x9 grid. The magic number is 369. And the numbers from 1 to 81 are on the right side of the slide. Return to the main screen, exit presentation mode. And we return to Excel. And you can see that we assigned Game 7 to Danny student. We go to the Games form and view Game 7. The number is 9. And you can see the number 81 here, which is equal to n times n, and the numbers from 1 to 81 are displayed on the slide. Now let's test the box selection method. Click on one of the rows and select Box. When you click Edit, a message appears. Choose Yes to change student selection to boxes. Close the form and go to PowerPoint. Click Magic and wait for it to load. After the slide is created, you'll see monitors representing the boxes. There are 7 monitors, matching the 7 students. Each monitor contains a student's name in the same order as in Excel. Run the slideshow. And click on the first monitor. Patrick Sam appears. Click his name and wait for the slide to generate. You'll enter the game we assigned to Patrick Sam Game 1. A 3x3 grid. The magic number is 15, which you can see at the top. And the numbers from 1 to 9 can be seen on the right side of the slide. Here, I tried to explain to you how the game is played. If you're interested in collaborating or have any questions, feel free to contact me via email. So if you're looking for creative, engaging, and budget-friendly teaching ideas, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you won't miss any new videos.